volevo farvi i miei complimenti per il film, che è veramente meraviglioso.
No, grazie.
Ok. E volevo chiedere a Christopher come è venuta questa idea e invece Colm come è stato lavorare in questo film e come si è preparato per questo personaggio.
So congratulations for the film that I adore. Christopher, how did you come about with this idea, and Colm, how did you prepare for the character?
So I was walking in the Lake District with my partner and thinking about how this is such a beautiful landscape and how underutilised it is. And as we were discussing, it's this shepherd walked out of the mist and felt like this incredible singular character, a little bit like Clint Eastwood with a dog. So, over the mountains, and at the time I was thinking, I was really interested in playing with parables from the Bible and just trying to sort of fracture them to sort of explore my own upbringing in sort of organised religion and how that differs from my idea of spirituality and my connection with the world. So we took the parable of the Good Shepherd and wondered what would happen once the shepherd is collecting the lost soul if somebody came and attacked his flock. And at that time there was a few incidences of gangs coming into fields and cutting the hind legs off sheep and letting them bleed out. So it was those three things that I sort of wove together that was the start of the story.
In terms of preparation, it was like, I mean, I do a lot of sitting in this film, so which is not difficult. But the language I have to, I do speak some Irish. I did have to brush up on that, and also try to, because Chris decided he wanted it to be a West of Ireland dialect, which is different to the Irish I knew, which is Irish from the south of Ireland. So that's in pronunciation a lot of differences, and even in some words. So I had to kind of have to work on that. And otherwise it was like, it was a really, beautifully written character. Not pleasant, but not much fun. but a really well observed character and complex. So it was actually kind of there on the page for me.
Yeah, sure. Volevo chiedere, alla fine del film, Caroline dice a Michael: mi terrorizzi, che è la stessa frase che poi la madre ha detto riguardo al padre proprio a Michael quando era ragazzo. Quindi è un po' qualcosa che si ripete e volevo chiedere appunto se entrambi lo vedete come qualcosa di pessimista, qualcosa che si ripete senza una fine.
At the end of the film, Caroline tells Michael, you frighten me, you terrorize me, which is exactly the same sentence that was told in the beginning. Does history repeat himself, and is that a sign of pessimism for the future? Or?
I think, yeah, there's definitely this idea of him being a shaped human being that is damaged, and the actions that he take terrify Caroline, and I think terrify himself. I think the optimism is in the fact that he doesn't make any excuses for his behaviour. He apologises, but he doesn't say, I did this because Jack did this and because Gary did this. He's coming to this point that he's almost like dying for their sins, he's taking those into the house. And then when he has that moment at the door and he steps inside, and this idea of like the blood on the door is a biblical kind of reflection on the fact that he's taking that inside and he's taking that away from Jack, and Jack is going to have the opportunity to try and be try and change and have an opportunity that Michael didn't have. So yeah, I think there's an understanding for him at that point. It isn't the most optimistic ending for him, but it it gives Jack an opportunity that Michael never had.
Ok. Volevo chiedere anche, sempre a Christopher, ho notato che nel film per Jack la musica ha un impatto molto importante, la usa per distrarsi nei momenti in cui anche si sente triste o sopraffatto. Volevo chiedere come mai la scelta di quel determinato genere musicale.
Christopher, in the film, Jack often listened to music, sort of to release himself or whenever he feels sad. Why that kind of genre in particular, musical genre?
It wasn't going to be that music, but Barry was listening to it a lot,
Oh, okay.
and that kind of show, and they were having fun listening to it, and it kind of just felt like it fitted his personality. It came in, we did a big long driving sequence with Barry and Aaron as they're driving and they were having so much fun that it kind of just it just kind of fit. And then once we decided that it was going to be in one sequence, it felt there needed to be, this is the kind of music that he listens to. And I really love the juxtaposition of like these beautiful kind of landscapes with this kind of urban and quite aggressive music. And I think that it sort of, you know, it's another kind of layer of like, the responsibility of, or the effect that culture and music and cinema and storytelling can have on a person and the way that they feel.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.